Hello, everybody. Welcome. Most probably good evening or good night, depending upon whichever part of the world you're from. We are again live. We are back again. Premier League action, non-stop action. Football doesn't stop, irrespective of what is happening in the world. COVID, diseases, and sports are still going on. So we are lucky to have something on our plate right now to actually watch and eat. In terms of that, we bring you another live action video that is Brighton versus Chelsea, and this is live from AMEX Stadium. A second leg fixture, of course. I mean, an away fixture for Chelsea this time around, but will be a competitive one because the last time around Chelsea met Brighton, it was like a heartbreak moment because Danny Welbeck scored like in the dying seconds of the game, and it was like unbelievable atmosphere because Chelsea thought that they had something after a bad run of games. And this time around, maybe it is again something very challenging, but for Chelsea, it is 3 points up for grabs once again, and they play away this time to a fantastic crowd at AMEX Stadium. They have scored some banger of goals here last season around Reece James, but no Reece James, no Chilwell, and apparently no Christensen due to COVID and whatnot. So Chelsea mix and match are a lot of changes, injuries, and everything. They are back again. They will be in full strength to win everything. And as we're talking, it is kickoff, and I think it will be a back four for Chelsea this time around. So, my name is Sarthak Mehta. We'll be talking about this game as the game progresses. And of course, Brighton is not an easy one to take. Brighton this season has been phenomenal under Graham Potter because Graham Potter has set up his team in some way. I don't know. They're playing magical one-touch football, three at the back, four at the back. They are doing it and they are taking the league by the storm. And without any sort of help, financial aid, a big financial aid, I mean, quote unquote. And then again, they have bought some of the likes of Cucurella, and he has been sensational for them. I'm sorry, because he can play at the left wing, left mid, and sometimes perhaps on the left hand side of the center half position as well, when in a back three, of course. And that has been a big up for them, and of course a huge boost in them for the right side. Tariq Lamptey is back for Brighton, and he's one of those guys. Chelsea academy product, sold 2 seasons ago, of course, only for $2 million, and that seems like a very less amount because he's now a very talented lad, and hopefully, Chelsea will not regret it soon. And as we were talking, Chelsea are pressed by Brighton and Kepa is forced to clear. Hakim Ziyech and of course Lukaku linking up top with alongside Callum Hudson-Odoi and Mason Mount in the midfield. And it is definitely a back four, as I've just seen Hakim Ziyech and Callum Hudson-Odoi playing up top. So no wing back role for Callum Hudson-Odoi today. Very good to see because it would really restrict his attacking instincts, man. It's really one of those cases, and now it's the time actually for him to shine and maybe stake a claim that, yeah, again, I should be the first team on the team sheet, whatever happens. Let me just fix up a few things. And then I'll plug in my earphones. By the way, I should actually say it's very cold. I might shiver sometimes, but it is in fact very cold. The temperature is around 10 or 8. Brighton in full force, by the way. Playing one-touch football. Brighton shooting. Brighton scoring. Nope. Shot just wide. Let's plug in my earphones. The referee, Kevin Friend. Thiago Silva is feeling something in his knee. That's not a good sign. Chelsea had injuries since the month of December. In fact, month of like November end. It was just like they have been hit with a storm. Since the Chilwell injury, Chilwell is out for the season, so it doesn't get any easier for Thomas Tuchel and co. So they have to keep everyone in check and push alongside. Injuries are a real scare for Chelsea right now, and right now they will be in the market for a left back or a right full back even because Reece James is injured as well. So they still have a half a season to play. But I like this from Chelsea. Back four, more intent. I think this is the only way that Chelsea can play actually good football this time around because it has been like the back three has been there. It has looked solid. They have been defensively very solid. All the foundation has been laid in the back three from Thomas Tuchel and co. But the fact is, right now, maybe some kind of experiment, it works, right? because you need some fluidity in the team. You have some players on the bench that can actually make a difference and can serve you a lot good when they are actually on the field rather than sitting on the bench and earning for nothing. So basically, the likes of Ziyech, Callum Hudson-Odoi, they can actually play together up top and cause some brilliant results and combinations. And by the way, lads, if you are here for the first time, we are watching Brighton versus Chelsea live from the AMEX. And if you are new around here in the channel, drop a like on the stream. It helps the channel to grow massively. And subscribe if you haven't already. I post a lot of videos and a lot more coming, of course. Plenty of seasons to play and plenty of competitions that are, of course, going on. And hopefully, touch wood, we'll stay blessed to see a lot of sports just because COVID doesn't stop it. I just hope that. I hope that everyone would want that, basically, irrespective of football or whatever sport you're watching. And make sure that you're healthy, stay safe, and take care of yourselves. Here's Romelu Lukaku trying to shrug off a lot of players. He's managing to do so very easily there. Here's Callum Hudson-Odoi on the right side this time around. Shifting gears. Callum Hudson-Odoi again backing into Azpilicueta. Back to him. Ziyech has a lot of space in front of him. Ziyech can try to shoot. He cannot. He's pushed away by the Brighton crowd. And here's Azpilicueta. Here's Hakim Ziyech. Can maybe try for a cross. He tries for a cross. Very low in the... what do we call it? Actually low in the trajectory as well. But low in a lot of power as well. Wow, what a ball from Brighton. Tariq Lamptey can chase it, but unfortunately he runs out of space. The ball goes out. You know, there is always a sense of excitement when this guy's on the ball. Tariq Lamptey. Because he tends to make things happen, right? Tariq Lamptey. So young, so versatile. When I first saw him when he came for Chelsea in the debut, I think it was away at Emirates only. Chelsea won 2-1, scoring at the very end from Tammy Abraham. He played at a left back that time, and Tomori came off in front of him. So he really actually impressed because the first match, senior debut, you're playing on the wrong position. For a guy like him, very young, 19 years young only, he played terrific. But right now, as I would say that this is the kind of a guy who will definitely challenge for a top England right back spot for a lot of time, because England, you know, they're blessed with right backs, Trippier, Trent, Reece James, and who not. And then comes Tariq Lamptey. So there's a lot of competition down there, the right back spot. So maybe one day he can actually make that happen. If England is going for a formation change, maybe he's one of the best options that can play on the right. So Tony Rudiger, Thiago Silva showing their versatility. Tony Rudiger more so. People have been so skeptical. Yeah, he's only a 3-back defender. But right now, I've seen from a few games only in the FA Cup, League Cup, and against Tottenham as well. This guy played terrific in the back four. Thiago Silva, we know that he has played in the back four a lot in his Chelsea career. And sometimes it wasn't actually meant to be the right decision. But in PSG colours, we have seen him play a lot of back four. So that is only a good thing that an experienced guy like that is only a part of the back four that is Chelsea playing today. Chelsea need goals. Lack of goals have been a very frustrating reason for Chelsea. Thomas Tuchel was very critical of everyone in the team that basically attacking options. He looked agitated. He said that we are almost halfway through the season and it's so frustrating that we haven't been able to figure out a actual solid front three. Like, these are the guys who should be the first team on the team sheets that, yeah, these are the guys that are scoring goals, and nevertheless, if I'm making this or that change behind or beside him, he's the first team on the team sheet. These guys never tend to make that spot their permanent own spot because they underperform. They're not scoring goals. So manager is open to making changes. Sometimes it doesn't help. The fact that Chelsea doesn't have a proper front three in front of them, like the fixed ones, like everyone does basically. Tottenham have Kane, Son, Lucas. Liverpool, Salah, Mane, and Firmino or maybe Jota. Man United have it. They have a front. And then again, the likes of Arsenal, they have it. So Chelsea must have it. They must basically find it if they don't have it. There is a lot of chop and change in Chelsea shirt, but inevitably you have to find something because at this part of the season, you need results. Hakim Ziyech looked very average in the City game. I wonder that what Thomas Tuchel actually told him after that, because he really wants a lot of things to click right now, because it's not been happening with Ziyech, Lukaku, and Mason Mount up top. So there is Callum Hudson-Odoi in front of him. Maybe he can help them. Here's Cucurella and Brighton attacking. He can overlap. He's a great defender. Ziyech again defending this time. Back to Thiago Silva. Azpilicueta's pass misplays, and Brighton can actually take the advantage. Wow, what a pass from Brighton. The first time played pass. Kepa's alert, and Kepa gathers the ball. So a bright piece of play from Brighton there, and Chelsea almost caught off guard. Two defenders colliding, one attacker helping, and this is not a side that Thomas Tuchel would want to see. Basically, Chelsea, they should be overloading the ball side and actually pushing the ball upwards in the Brighton's half and not in their own half. So that is a stinker for Chelsea right now. 10 minutes in the game and it's still scoreless, but Brighton look the side that are actually more dangerous in the final third. So you cannot actually fault them. They're taking the perfect advantage at being home, and the ship is sailing slowly. And it doesn't help as well. Chelsea doesn't have a lot of pace when it comes to fullbacks right now. It's only Azpilicueta and Alonso, so that's a big yikes, right? Wow, Callum Hudson-Odoi almost fouling Veltman. I actually wonder how a guy weighing 120, 130 pounds maybe is able to like disbalance a guy like Veltman, even though he doesn't actually do a gesture sort of a thing in front of him as well. Just lays his hand in front of him, partially in the air, and the guy goes down like, yeah. And the Kevin friend, the ref, is like, yeah, you can have it. I just hate it, man. Pettiness. That's what Premier League is known about in terms of refereeing the decisions. They are the king of it. Wow, Alonso. That was a risky one. Kevin Friend says that was on ball. That was such a risky tackle. And I'll tell you something, lads. Alonso, last only 1 month. 1 month. It has been like the third incidence of that sort of. It will be, of course, looked by VAR when the ball goes out of the play, but that was so risky. And Chelsea, maybe. If VAR sees it as it is a foul, and they might be actually behind, courtesy of a penalty. Here's McAllister in a lot of space. Here's Cucurella on the ball now. Cucurella can pick and pass. He doesn't opt to pick a pass. Chelsea have a work to do. So far, Chelsea haven't clicked at all in terms of attack. It is not happening for them. I'm really surprised. I actually thought that Havertz would actually start, but he's not in the lineup. Wow, Cucurella, what a ball for Welbeck, but again, just a tad bit overhead. Is Jorginho in front of him? Here's Mason. I remember the time when we played backport against Spurs. It felt like actually the third man actually in the midfield that clicked. Right now, there is no sync. Here's again a wayward ball from Azpilicueta. Ziyech cannot collect it. The ball is again a waste. And Chelsea again struggling to connect in the final third. So it really is a question actually, man. Jesus or Rafinha in fantasy? Man, I would actually go for Rafinha. Because anyone from Guardiola's team, I think that fraud guy, yeah, you're always at risk. That fraud guy will not actually let you win. You never know Jesus starts or not. Rafinha starts. Rafinha starts all day for Leeds. And by the way, Leeds scored, I think, 3 goals if I'm not wrong. Jack Harrison hat-trick. So they are kind of on a roll and they might actually score some goals. And Rafinha might be one of the main man to score the goals. So all in all, Rafinha it is over Jesus. And I'm not sure perhaps Jesus is guaranteed to score goals in City shirt because, quote unquote, he doesn't always play wingers, sorry, strikers, right? Wow, Thiago Silva, what an interception. Chelsea trying so hard to play through Lukaku, but it's almost like that hold up play is the only thing that he's able to do and not link up actually in all fairness when it comes the most. Here's Mason. Here's Jorginho. Jorginho to Lukaku. Lukaku can run at Webster. Here's Dan Burn. Aspilicueta shoots. Sanchez makes a save, a strong hand, and it goes out for a corner. So, a good thing in the final third, Chelsea have actually had a corner because when the game against City happened, it almost looked like Chelsea being in the opponent's half. It's a rare sight. So that's a big plus from the last game. And Aspilicueta actually going for the shot, hits it very well. It might actually squeeze in if he hits it more finely, but Sanchez a strong hand and Chelsea corner nevertheless. And it will be taken by Hakim Ziyech. Here's Hakim Ziyech with the corner. Can he make things happen? Oh wow, it's Callum Hudson-Odoi. They have searched it. And they cannot. The ball's only as far as McAllister and he clears it. There's N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante. Wow. Hakim Ziyech losing his side, losing his confrontation, and the ball goes off for a throw in. I remember the last time around when City game, one more thing happened. There was a moment of incidence when Hakim Ziyech had like a lot of time, a plenty of time, actually where he can actually release the through ball to Lukaku. He overrated, and Thomas Tuchel was furious out of his bench, jumping, animated so much. And this time around, I just wonder what he must be thinking and what must be going through his mind. I just trusted this man, and this guy is like, yeah, I might as well do the same thing all over again. There's Callum fighting for his place. There's Marcos Alonso. Haunted to Aspilicueta. Aspilicueta, can he cross? He doesn't top to cross. Chelsea need to fight their feet, man. They need to fight their feet and just be clear of what they want to do in attack. Round of 16 is not far away. Although they play Lille, but anything in Champions League cannot be taken lightly, right? It's a lot of Chelsea possession. Nothing from it yet. There's Mason. Mason to Alonso. Webster shrugs Hudson-Odoi off the ball. And they make something happen. Here's Moder. Here's Tarek Lamptey. A 1-2 with Jorginho. Jorginho does well, wins the ball back. A ricochet of the Brighton player, but Chelsea there just losing concentration, and the ball almost got to a Brighton shirt, and they were almost through. That was a great challenge by Jorginho. Chelsea need to find their feet. That's all I can say. And that's a repetition of what I've been saying. There's N'Golo, just losing his footing and almost fouling the man. The ref saws that as an advantage, and they'll sail again. Well, I just saw that the lighting is too much. Not clicking for Chelsea right now. Things as they stand. Mason, Lukaku, all the things that have been happening are like very similar to each other. Lukaku being asked to hold up the ball, but that hold up actually doesn't lead to anything, and that's very frustrating for the manager and the players as well. There's Alonso in a lot of space. Can he make things happen? He does so. There's Hudson-Odoi running. Might try to take on his man, but Brighton back in numbers. Remember, Brighton are playing a back five, so they have that facility of actually defending those areas. Here's Jorginho. Here's Mason. Here's Callum. Callum needs to show quick feet. The ball's robbed off his feet by Tarek Lamptey. Brilliant defending from Tarek Lamptey. Jorginho almost fouled him. Tarek Lamptey just wiggles through inside of him. And here's Rudiger and Moder. And almost, once again, like I said, Chelsea now back in numbers though. Brighton had nowhere actually to go and take the ball forward, so they actually had to pass it sideways. But nevertheless, there was half a chance. And it looked very dangerous when Brighton came on running. Chelsea quick to recover. And Jorginho misplacing the pass there. A rare pass being misplaced from Jorginho there. Jorginho's usually not the first one you guess that, right? Who will misplace the pass, but situations. The tables might turn. Here's Tarek Lamptey, man. Tarek Lamptey is having a ball, and Marcus Alonso and Mason Mount are having trouble dealing with him. He'll try to take on his man. Lamptey crosses. Welbeck heads it. Wow. Chaotic in the box, and Thiago Silva gets red. Wow. It's very hard. Chelsea are asking Romelu Lukaku to do a lot, and basically he cannot almost out wrestle every people on the field. He can have his body in between him and the ball, but this will rarely be a side where he can actually take it further away from it. Oh, Chelsea have the ball back. What they can do with it. Plenty of space in front of Aspi. That's a very bad cross. That's such a shame, man. The cross was like that. Plenty of chances for Aspi there. There's N'Golo Kante on the ball. Only as far as Zoriga. Nothing will come from the sideway passing, man. Alonso crosses and straight into the hand of Sanchez. Chelsea are trying so hard to link up with their attack, and right now it's not just clicking because playing with the back four, it was originally meant to be that extra man in the midfield. It will help you facilitate that output in the final third and maybe give you some more opportunities when you're trying to explore those areas between the Brighton half. It's really not happening because these strikers and the attackers are not linking up. Hakim Ziyech is the same Hakim Ziyech that we saw against this Man City. He had no idea what was happening, and so far it looked like he has no idea again what is happening. I think Werner or Havertz really deserve to start this game. Almost a quarter of the game gone now, and Chelsea hardly an attempt to actually think that they really threaten the goalkeeper. Wow. N'Golo Kante surrounded by plenty of bodies and they rob him of the position. Here's Brighton again. Here's Alzate. Brighton, not feared at all. Not in the mood of fear at all, I must say, of Chelsea, because they are actually bossing it around the midfield and on the sideways and playing one-touch football. Terrific football. Graham Potter, this season has been terrific. Although they are along the same lines, that same tally of points, but this season, they just look different. They look more dangerous. That's the thing, right? And boy, they will make you pay. Chelsea know it better. Chelsea conceded a 90th minute equalizer from them, and they really don't want that to happen again. And that's a thing that they must keep in check. So it's officially a quarter of the game gone, 25 minutes gone. If you have just joined in, lads, we are watching Brighton versus Chelsea live from AMEX Stadium. And really, I would have said that it is this or that match day, but we have really lost the count of the weeks because of the COVID. A lot of teams have had their matches postponed, and it is just any other match weekday. And basically, I'm just thankful that sports is going on because COVID is again taking over the world, and hopefully everyone can be healthy and safe. Hopefully you are healthy and safe. Wow, what a pass from Alonso. Here's Hakim Ziyech, cannot actually do anything with it. Webster staying strong and helping basically his teammate alongside, who just sweeps the ball in front of Hakim. So Chelsea, another chance lost there. Here's Cucurella, trying to thread the needle and trying to find Welbeck here. Welbeck again making those overlapping runs, and Azpilicueta cannot actually deal with him this time, and the ball goes out for a throw-in. Azpilicueta, intention is there, execution is not, because he's not as fast as Welbeck and Cucurella. He tried his best to actually prevent the throw-in, but, the ball always wins the race. Right now, the only thing that Chelsea actually are basically should be thankful of is Brighton cannot finish. That's the only thing. They've had so many chances, Brighton, but they aren't able to finish it off. Like, I just saw an amazing run by Danny Welbeck. Could have had a brilliant chance to chip Kepa, but he totally missed it. And along the same lines, we've had a lot of chances from Brighton that they have actually not taken very well. So Chelsea, very, very dangerous territory. They should make things happen quickly, and quickly might not come enough for Chelsea today. Here's Lukaku, here's Ziyech. Again, a lot of bodies in front of Ziyech. Can he sustain that physicality from Blanburn? Here's Ziyech. He'll try to cross it. He crosses it. Cleared easily by Veltman there. There's Alonso being chased by Lamptey. Lamptey all the way back to Rodiger. The deflection unlucky. Here's N'Golo Kante. Nowhere for him to pass, actually. Wow. Fans in full support, but Chelsea are rarely putting any decent show on the ball. Sad to say, but yeah, this is what it is. Wow, 1-0 ZX Screamer. Wow. The man doesn't even look happy. The man just scored a goal, and to be honest, well played Hakim Ziyech, good on a goal, but the fact is, I'm so happy for Chelsea to score again, but it hasn't clicked for him at Chelsea, man, at all. And he has been constantly linked with a lot of rumors, Barcelona returning to Ajax, that Hakim Ziyech is not the guy. And he's not just celebrating even. He just hugged N'Golo Kante, just embraced him. And straight away, he's on his foot and talking back to Mason Mount that I want something, just link up with me, etc. It can be a lot frustrating now for a lot of players, man. But wow, what a shot. That's purely hit from Hakim Ziyech, man. That's purely a brilliant volley. Keeper gets a hand to it and it just straight away goes in. Sanchez maybe could have done better, but really, against the run of play again, Chelsea have scored. Keeper mistake or whatever. Goal is a goal, right? 1-0, Chelsea. Wow. Moments ago, we were talking a quarter of the game gone. Now we are at 30 minutes gone now, lads. 30 minutes. And by the way, if you want to join the Fantasy Premier League, the link is in the description. Feel free to do so. Competitive bunch of lads. Let's see who can outscore each other. A very friendly league. Here's Welbeck. Here's Aspilicueta dealing with him. Thiago Silva does well, just boost the ball upfield. Brighton again recycling and maybe taking the chances. There's Alzate on the ball. Cucurella with a chance to cross. Cucurella crosses it. The ball goes from one wing back to the other. Here's Sarthak Mehta, and Alonso has a lot of stuff to deal with. And he fouls Sarthak Mehta. Sarthak Mehta is always going to be so difficult for Alonso to deal with. Pace, agility, balance. This guy can easily wiggle around Alonso. I beg your pardon. And then again, we know Alonso. We have seen flashbacks of bad defending. It's all over the places, and maybe he should learn a bit. But right now, situation, it is what it is. I'm sorry. Wow. Defended well by Thiago Silva there. Kepa claims it easily. Nice shot from Thiago Silva, communicating with his goalkeeper. N'Golo Kante trying to send it long. Chelsea again, plenty of space on the left-hand side. Here's Marcos Alonso. Alonso can cross it. Alonso crosses it. And Brighton players easily block it. Chelsea still have the ball though. There's Alonso on the ball again. Alonso being booed by Brighton players a lot. I don't know why, what he has done to them. Maybe scored a screamer in the past, just like Ziyech. God knows. I don't remember right now presently. Thiago Silva sending the ball long again to Alonso. Alonso can cross it. He crosses it. Sanchez fills it. Jorginho hits it. And the ball goes in the second tier. Wow. Half a chance for Chelsea there. And a good looking chance as well. So positive to take from this. And right now, Chelsea showing that they are on the upper hand and the side building the momentum actually. Nothing wrong with that cross as well from Alonso. A lot of people would say that it's had the goalkeeper straight away, but I'm sorry. Ball actually was sailing. It's moving as well. Is Brighton building from the back again with Weltman? Wow. Kepa hurried on the line, reading the danger and getting the ball out of the play. Wow. This Lamptey guy, man. He ain't afraid, man, to take the positions at the center forward position or wherever. He'll do it. Lamptey again. Alonso wiggling. Wow. Showing the right, crossing it with his left. Brighton crosses. Chelsea clears. That's handball. That's gotta be. And given by the ref as well. Alonso just having a chat with Alonso. I don't know. Sorry. Tuchel having a chat with Alonso. I don't know why. Came up jogging straight away when the whistle blew. N'Golo Kante trying a cheeky attempt to find Lukaku. Very unsuccessful. By the way, Lukaku hasn't been involved in the game since before the goal. So I don't know what is actually happening with him. Is Brighton now? Chelsea now pressing Brighton so hard. A lot of pressure on the Veltman. He will be able to clear it, but the ball goes out for a throw in. Oh, Hakim Ziyech trying to send it long. Here's N'Golo Kante. Can he reverse it? He finds a lot of space to Mason. And the ball, he can keep it in. He cannot. The ball wins the race. N'Golo Kante trying to switch it up and in the process losing the ball. So at the end, that's not a very good pass. Chelsea can be happy though. For the last 10 minutes or so, they have put in a shift, and after scoring the goal, they have taken the momentum on. And Brighton, since then, have seen barely any part of the possession. Here's Tony Rodega trying his trademark pass from the right hand side, trying to chip the deliveries in. Not working this time. Now, Tariq Lamptey almost on the upside with Alzate and Welbeck. Alonso losing the ball in the process here. Brighton can make something of it. Here's Cucurella in plenty of space. Cucurella loses the ball. Hakim Ziyech has it and he loses it instantly. Brighton can make something of it here. They surely can. Here's the ball with McAllister. He crosses it. Alzate has it. Alzate can pass it back to Cucurella. Cucurella can make something of it. They won't. Chelsea well in numbers behind to actually deal with the danger. Here's Gross. Here's Kepa. A decent fist on the ball. Gets it away from the danger area. Here's Cucurella. N'Golo Kante blocks it. A very neat block there. Cucurella has it again. Brighton not giving up. The ball's not going out of the Chelsea half. In fact, the box. Brighton losing the balance here. Here's Gross losing the balance. The ball goes out of play and it will be a Brighton throw in. Tony Rodega taking no prisoners, coming out to help Alonso and just leaving the player bamboozled. Basically, putting a shoulder to his shoulder and putting him down in the easy terms. Here's Pascal Gross. Nowhere for Kepa to go. He has to clear it. He sends it to Aspi. Aspi can send it to Thiago. Thiago can sweep it. Well, Chelsea, a bit of danger, playing with fire there, but they managed to get away with it. Wow, nicely done. 1-2 by Brighton. Here's Danny Welbeck again on goal. Here's Azpilicueta. Welbeck trying to shoot. Shoots it. Goes up and over. One thing you have to say is Chelsea have got their foot a lot better on the ball since they have actually got the goal. They're now seeing more of the ball, although there's chance nevertheless from Brighton, but Chelsea relatively doing very much fairly a good job here. Graham Potter, Brighton's coach, giving a round of applause for Welbeck's effort, but I don't think that will worry Kepa at all if the ball keeps on sailing over the top again and again, just like that. Wow. Here's McAllister and Dan Bowen just running through the Chelsea's midfield. I wonder what happened just there. Here's Chelsea back in numbers again, trying to defend this time around. Sorry. Ziyech this time doing his defensive part of the field. Chelsea sometimes transitions into that back three position again. Hakim Ziyech as a wing back, and they try to play off him when they're defending. Wow, Ziyech again robbed of the ball. There's Welbeck again. Wow. Both sides trying to claim a handball here. Referee says nothing in it, just play on. Unintentional. Wow. Hakim Ziyech just booting the ball in front of Cucurella, who was about to take the throw in. Referee's just having a word with him. Referee said that if you do any of it, I'm just not gonna stand here. I'm just gonna book you. A card matching with the shirt, that's yellow. Is Jorginho on the ball? Chelsea, they're looking solid, but again, I would like to stress they have not clicked. Hakim Ziyech, what a turn! Here's Lukaku through on goal. He had a lot of space. He was foresight. Ziyech and Lukaku having an argument here that why did he actually pass the ball like that? Lukaku thought that the ball would be in front of him. Ziyech thought I would make a brilliant pass for you on the right hand side, but I want you to go through. Basically, at the end, this is the cost of ball watching. Lukaku might have just anticipated that the ball might not arrive. Like, it did actually arrive, but you know what I'm talking about. Wow, Chelsea. Tarek Lamptey's all over the place, man. Tarek Lamptey almost as a second striker or second forward. Now, Chelsea playing a bit risky football at the back there, trying to build up from the back, but that's what they do. Hopefully, they'll get out of the danger zone soon. Tony Rudiger forced to make a clearance. He does so. Tarek Lamptey on point to clear it and preventing the ball from going outside of the danger zone from the Chelsea area. And it's back and forth this game right now. A minute left in the half, and the additional time that will be added. I'm not sure that there will be a lot of time, but I think a minute at least. Wow. Lukaku Hudson-Odoi. Chance from Hudson-Odoi. Wow. Should at least hit the target, Callum Hudson-Odoi there, and he just boosts the ball up in the sky. Not sure it even hit someone in the crowd. Just went out of the stadium probably. He should have actually hit the target, man. You have to make the goalkeeper work. You have to make him think. 45 minutes done now. A minute of additional time there. There's Alonso on the ball. Can he do something? He's trying to run. And again, Alzate get the best of him. Tariq Lamptey running. Alonso, he's not able to shrug him off. Lamptey still running. Rudiger had no idea. Rudiger going in. Wow. Almost half a field. Tariq Lamptey gave a run for his money on Jorginho, Rudiger, Thiago Silva at the end, sweeping the danger. It will not be the first time this week, by the way, or the last weekend. One of the former Chelsea players will come back to haunt them. You know? De Bruyne did, right, on the Sunday night. Saturday night, I beg your pardon. And this time around, it was Tariq Lamptey, so close. Here's Pascal Gross with the corner. Almost time gone. N'Golo Kante and Alzate having a tug of war here. Just pushing each other's shirt, by the way. Nothing actually else. Here's Pascal Gross with the corner. Takes it. And it's cleared. Wow, Hakim Ziyech, what a dreadful clearance. And that's half time. So that's it for this half. And Chelsea have a lot of momentum to build upon. Maybe just on the pretext of this half, because they have been poor otherwise in terms of attacking. Lukaku and Ziyech having a word with each other that I want the ball this kind of a type, etc., etc. I'm sure Thomas Tuchel would have a say in that too as well. And 15-minute break, and we'll be right back. And we are in. And yes, we were almost talking through. I was reading a group chat, interesting conversation between me and the lads about the game only that is going on. And almost well back again. Came so close, but missing the target this time around. So Chelsea again are so lucky, like I said, in the aspects of only that Brighton are not able to score. And this is what happened at Stamford Bridge. Brighton did not actually score until the very end. And it broke Chelsea's hearts. And that's only a bad thing. A draw always hurt them. A draw is always going to hurt them in the future as well. There's Alonso, Chelsea with no changes, Brighton with no changes in the half. I hope they have come with renewed energy this time around. Ziyech passing the ball to Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta making a long run. A lot of space in front of Aspi here. He chose to pass it to the other side. Cucurella defending very well there. Nowhere for Azpilicueta to pass to, I'm sorry. I think Chelsea needs Kovacic in this game. He makes a difference in this game in the three-man midfield, I'm pretty much sure. Jorginho has it. Wins a corner. Willie. Wow. Some consideration and hesitation from the ref. Hesitation, yes, right. But a corner given for Chelsea. Third of the night for them. Second of the night, I beg your pardon. Second. And the stream has just looped up. Ziyech shoots again. Hits the wall. There's N'Golo Kante. Plenty of space, I'm sorry. Wow. This mix of piece of play from Mason and Ziyech there. Very interesting there. I almost took the word out of my mouth. Ziyech again missing it. Jorginho again having the ball. Back to Ziyech. Ziyech losing his footing. Azpilicueta trying to file. Wow. It's so hard right now for Chelsea actually to keep themselves on their feet because back and forth. But at the end, Brighton, like I said, they could not finish and they could not complete their attack. So lack of execution on their part, and Chelsea still flying through. And since that goal, it has been one-way traffic, I would say, but it's a very dangerous territory. Like I said, Chelsea have not linked up in attack. Defensively, it has saved them, and of course, not finishing up the chances for Brighton is keeping them behind. That goes without saying. And Chelsea would like to double their lead, of course. Have some insurance on their goal scored already, because last time around when these two sides met, like I said, in the Stamford Bridge, Welbeck's late equalizer. Not that far away. Jorginho sending the ball over to Ziyech. Nothing actually happening. Sanchez coming out and clearing the ball. Alonso managing to keep the ball in Chelsea's side. Wow, Alonso, Callum linking up very well. Wow, Callum Hudson-Odoi, man. You're literally in front of your man. And you're losing the side of the ball so easily. Wow, Alzate doing very well there. Taking the ball off Mason and Callum Hudson-Odoi together at one time. There's Welbeck in front of goal. Here's Thiago Silva with him. Strucks him. Keeps the ball in as well. Brilliant from the 37-year-old. Amazing, just amazing. Lukaku again, nice. Here's Ziyech on the ball. Here's Callum again. Can he make things click? He cannot. Brighton back in number again. Here's Aspilicueta on the ball. Here's Mason. Ah, a ricochet of the Brighton player, but they lose the ball. And Chelsea have it back. What a ball from Tony to Callum. Chance for him to cross, maybe. Take on his man. Again, Brighton back in numbers. Crosses it, Alonso. Started asking for N'Golo Kante to shoot, but N'Golo Kante declining the invitation. But maybe for the wrong reasons, or maybe the right reasons, because there was a lot of bodies in front of him. Would not have hit the target anyhow. Sorry. Here's Hakim Ziyech. Advantage for Brighton, yeah. Now, Brighton slowly but steadily moving things up. There's Tarek Lamptey against Alonso again. I cannot watch this, man. It's like a murder on the pitch. Tarek Lamptey, Alonso. Lamptey still in. Thiago Silva blocks it. Alonso unable to close that side again and again. Tarek Lamptey winning the battle right out. Just a quick 1-2. Alonso scored. Wow. A header from Brighton, but nothing concrete on it. Kepa collects it easily. Great shape on that ball from Cucurella there. Comes off his shoulder actually from Webster. Cannot do anything about it. Alonso moving forward slowly, steadily. Lamptey closing him. Chelsea need a goal badly, man. They need to ensure this lead. There is no way. Brighton, they're going to get one chance and they're going to score it. For sure. Wow. Hakim Ziyech. Once again, not a fan of the late flag from the ref. If there is a clear day and light offside, just blow it. Always a risk of players having injuries. Wow. Alonso, half the job done, half the job still pending. Rudiger helps him. Wow, N'Golo Kante, what a turn. Ziyech asking for the ball. N'Golo cannot actually deliver it. A lot of bodies surrounding him. Wow, Aspilicueta committing, but losing the ball. Wow, Brighton. 1-2, 1-2, and here's Cucurella. Here's chance of Brighton in numbers. Once again, Thiago Silva, right place, right time. Where would Chelsea be without Thiago Silva, man? Just imagine. It's not happening for Lukaku right now. It's a shame, but it's not happening. The way that we are trying to see that Lukaku of the Inter is not coming off. The interview, of course, he gave didn't help. The spirit around the team and the noise that he created doesn't help. Alonso and Lamptey having a war of words there. Corner conceded from Chelsea. A careless one. Now they have to defend it. As Pascal Gross on the ball. Lukaku clears it. Wow. Pushed from the defender here. But referee saw nothing in it. Thiago Silva back up on his feet. Protecting the ball. Asking his keeper to collect the ball. Communication is the key. It was Welbeck, guys. I'm sorry, wow. The striker being a nuisance here. Kovacic, Havertz and Werner are warming up, by the way. Lukaku, can he run? He can. Wow. What a tackle from Webster, man. What a tackle. Not letting the Belgian escape. Oh, it was Byrne, excuse me. What a tackle. Gave him the eyes as well. Not in my house, pal. Aspilicueta and plenty of space. He crosses it. Alonso hits it. Here's Tariq Lamptey. Chelsea have to go all the way back again. Alonso takes the one for the team and is booked. That had to happen. That's a big tactical foul. He had to take it, man. Alonso, I bet on my life only. He was never catching Tariq Lamptey if he was like past the halfway line. That's a good foul for him. So 60 minutes gone, lads. An hour gone in the game. If you are new around here, we are watching Brighton versus Chelsea live from AMEX Stadium. It's Brighton 0, Chelsea 1, courtesy of Hakim Ziyech. A good shot. Keeper might have saved it, but nevertheless, a goal is a goal. And while we are talking, here's Cucurella attacking, and here's Alzade with him. Here's Cucurella again. Here's McAllister and Kepa. Wow, what a save. A big deflection on his way through for the shot. McAllister's shot. Kepa saves it. Adjusts his feet and then again dives to his right side and makes a save. Wow. And it's 1-1 Brighton as we were talking. It was coming. Brighton, they were knocking on the door, dude. From the corner, but it is coming in. First Premier League goal of the season for Webster, and boy, did we not know that Brighton were going to score. Kepa could have done nothing about it. It's a thumping header, a textbook header. Captaining the side in the absence of Ben Dunk. Wow. No one's moving with him, man. No one's moving with him. He just came across the back of a lot of players and just scored it. That would suck. If you're a Chelsea coach, to see that, it would suck. Wow. Brighton to make two more offensive changes, by the way. Trossard and again Neil Maupay. So, all in all, Brighton, front foot once again. Chelsea in danger. Here's Pascal Gross leaving. Trossard arriving. And Brighton now with the proper number 9, Neil Maupay, who doesn't shy away from scoring cheeky goals. Welbeck is off. Maupay is on. Trossard, much of a threat to Azpilicueta this time around. His pace would trouble him a lot. What will be Chelsea's response? Here's Hakim Ziyech, here's Jorginho, here's Azpilicueta again. Brighton can easily shut the shop now. They are the draw specialist of the Premier League, by the way. Keeping the points at the depth and keeping the points all the way through the game. They've done it this season all. Mason. Here's Callum. A lot of space in front of Callum. Can he make it count? Callum shoots it and it hits Brighton body. Kante shoots it and the ball goes over it. A brief moment of joy for Chelsea there in terms of attacking. But nothing actually comes out of it in the terms of goals, of course. Too tight just for Callum Hudson-Odoi to squeeze the ball in. Kante's shot is well over the bar. Callum does well actually to get a lot of, finesse on it. But, at the end, plenty of bodies inside the Brighton's half, so... Sahul on the sidelines, encouraging his teammates. I wonder what he would have done if he was on the pitch today. Maybe brought more energy. Still plenty of minutes to play, man. 27 minutes, anything can happen. It's anyone's game. Wow. Maupay, Cucurella, Trossard linking up well. Now, Azpilicueta using his experience there. A bit of trickery on Leandro Trossard, and Trossard thought that I barely touched the man, and Azpilicueta was seconds away on the floor. Chelsea, man, Chelsea. It's just Palaqueta and plenty of space again. Wow, Cucurella just wants it more, takes it off Ziyech. Unfortunately, Ziyech gets it back. For Brighton, of course. Ziyech to Lukaku. Lukaku to Jorginho. Now to Callum. Callum can make things happen. Mount's shot is blocked. Alonso hits it. Wow, that looked fairly close, but goes over the bar. Alonso has a sweet foot. Sweet left foot, of course. Correction. But it's always rising over the bar, that kind of a foot. Lukaku barely had a touch again in this part of the half. Brighton would be happy, man. Brighton would be happy to just shut the shop and take the points. N'Golo Kante, nice interception, but unlucky. McAllister clears it easily. Let's go Cucurella on the ball. A bit of pace in front of Brighton's front three now. Here's Leandro Trossard. Wow. Wow. Chelsea almost on the verge of conceding the second goal. Neil Maupay had no idea whatsoever that the ball would actually land to him. And Tarek Lamptey hit it. And he is actually shocked. The less we talk, the better it is. Because our team is not doing anything great. There's Trossard. Wow. What a ball. What a ball from Trossard. Like I said, he's going to be a nuisance for Azpilicueta to deal with. Wow. Who says, man, Chelsea's going to score? Brighton's going to score first, I feel. Chelsea have to make changes, man. The ball hits the ref. Referee's laughing. And he says, please drop ball. I'm sorry. Such a poor cross, man, from Azpilicueta. It's not his fault, though. He has to overlap and cannot generate any power in it. The ball's going almost out of the play. Sorry. Wow, Jorginho, what a ball for Hakim Ziyech. Wow. Maupay against Rodega. Selfish from Maupay there. Could have actually passed it to his teammate, and the chance comes off for Brighton. But here they come again with Cucurella. There's McAllister on the ball. Plenty of positives here for Brighton, man. Wow. Webster almost scoring. Sorry, scored almost and providing another assist. Running to the Chelsea score easily from the halfway line. Oh, wow. Kalamasanadoy losing his footing there. Players giving each other the eyes. I don't know what is happening at this club. 20 minutes left in the game, 70 minutes mark on the clock. I wonder when there will be changes from Thomas Tuchel. Oh, almost put Callum in the danger. He had nowhere to go. The players had to foul him. There's Aspi on the ball. Wow. What a save from Sanchez. Lukaku, first time, appeared as a threat. Might have just been offside though. Sanchez makes himself big, and that's what it takes. Here's Mason Mount with the corner. Maybe Chelsea can do something. 18 minutes left only on the clock, and you can just hope. Wow. Wow. And another Chelsea corner here, back to back. Chelsea trying to impose themselves now, and maybe a goal incoming. Wow. It's another corner, but it's McAllister down on the ground from Brighton's side. A lot of chaos inside the Chelsea set piece area. Another chance for Chelsea. Can they score? Here's Hakim Ziyech. That's a piece of set piece that is totally a waste. And Brighton will take all their time in this goal. No one actually went with him. I just saw the Webster's goal replay, and you just have to go with him, just put him off. It will almost appear as, yeah, there was an effort actually there to be made. Wow. Chelsea so lucky. Jorginho being caught on the ball. Kovacic is coming on, by the way. Thiago Silva having to chase Trossard. Not the matchup you would want. Conceding a corner in the process. Alonso helping out his mates this time. Here's McAllister with another corner. Wow, Kepa strong hand is foul. Man, I'm not sure when is Chelsea going to make a change. Jorginho again losing the ball in the process. Here's Trossard. Here's Mope. Mope slips. Neil Mope has almost had like 4 or 5 near moments. So close moments. Hasn't capitalized on any of it though. Here's Mason running. Here's Callum coming alongside. There's Alonso. He crosses it and the ball hits the Brighton player so easily. That's waste of a cross here. Alzate can clear now. And Brighton just trying to boot the ball up away from the danger, and Chelsea have it again. Kante can recycle it, so Mason Mount can actually take it forward. Lukaku. Marshall Bell by Burn. There's Callum again. They'll go again. Alonso to Conte. Nowhere for him to go. There's Tsunodoy trying to play 1-2 with Kante. Kante not there. Alert. Losing the ball. And Chelsea, the ball is back in their own half and they have to scrap it again and bring the ball forward. Meanwhile, Kovacic and again Kai Havertz are ready to come on. There's N'Golo Conte trying to thread the needle here to find Mason Mount, unable to do so. There's Neil Mope in front of Thiago Silva. He's doing well. There's Hakim Ziyech. That's not a good cross from Hakim Ziyech. I think his time is up as well. Timo Werner being prepped to come on as well. There's Callum again on the ball. Wow. It's pinball inside Brighton's half, but Chelsea still managing to keep the ball. It's very tight there. 80 minutes on the clock. 80 minutes, 10 minutes to go only. Here's Hakim. And his foul, and Chelsea will have a set piece here. Sweep them up the floor. Lukaku coming off, Havertz coming on, Werner coming on, and Kovacic coming on. Fresh legs, more pace. Jorginho's off. 3 substitutions all at once. Did Thomas Tuchel really leave it for this late? Time will tell. Last 7 minutes. Crowd chanting Werner's name. Now, Aspilicueta just having a go at the Sanchez. of course, compatriots at the national level, trying to block his wall. Now, Rodega has his name taken because he is complaining that the wall is not back enough. Strange circumstances there. There's Chelsea with the free kick. Can they do something? And he hits the first man in the wall, Alonso. Damn. And Bowen will clear it. Here's Mason, sends the ball back. Here's Alonso. Here's Timo Werner. He can run at Cucurella. He's running at Cucurella. Aspi still has it. Here's N'Golo Kante. Here's Kovacic. Here's Marcos Alonso. Tries to cross it. Chelsea still have it though. Good for Chelsea. I just think that Chelsea have done it, like they've left it too late to bring on these players. Kovacic is trying to play with Havertz. N'Golo Kante sweeping the ball there. Just losing the ball now. Come on, N'Golo. Here comes Brighton on the counter attack. Tony Rudiger standing his ground. Solimar still has the ball. Aspilicueta clearing it. Timo Werner can run. Cucurella will try to match his speed. Referee says nothing in it. It's a shoulder push. Timo has to be strong, man. He has been in this league for like more than a year now. He knows what the rules are and what everything is. You cannot take these chances for granted. Once the player is past you, you have to just play for the whistle. Neil Maupay doing well there to protect the ball. N'Golo Kante can run. Seven minutes left on the clock now. Chelsea, of course, now after replacing Lukaku, they're looking for more movement. Basically, it was non-existent for the most part of the game. Can they make something happen? Wow. A tumble there. Alonso passed it to Mason Mount. Mason Mount goes down. Kevin Friend says there's nothing. It will be checked by VAR though. There's Kovacic again. Aspilicueta has it now. Aspi crosses it. Sanchez takes it fair and square. It's nothing, and Brighton can hold on to the ball and run down the few seconds on the clock more. VAR says nothing in it. Move on. Brighton being pressed too hard from Chelsea now. Where was this Chelsea's intensity for the whole part of the game that was played before? Warner crossing, Aspilicueta a chance to goal. No, it comes nowhere near. Sanchez a strong foot on his side. Here comes Chelsea again. Renewed hope, renewed interest. Here's Timo Werner from the right hand side. Werner tries to shoot. Wow. A deflection. Keeper's heads it. And he sends it wide. As Alonso this time around. 4 minutes or so left on the clock. And of course, the additional time, lads. There's N'Golo Kante. Kovacic selling the pass. Shot this time. Oh, I wonder what these lads are thinking right now. Here's Solly Marsh getting the ball back to the Brighton players. Brighton players can recycle it. Weltman boots it up. A lot of space for McAllister. And Kante tries to sneak it in, but he cannot. Here's Leandro Trossard. Chelsea free grouped. Thiago Silva takes it out. Alzate has it. Kante sweeps it. The ball still not in the danger zone. Chelsea can recycle it now. Now, Werner just boosts the ball up and it's nowhere near Kai Havertz. Thomas Tuchel must be an angry man. Here's Leandro Trossard. Aspilicueta defends it well. Here's Timo Werner again. He has to find a better pass than the last time. Webster right on the mark. And Havertz slips. There's Neil Mope running. Here's Trossard again. Up against Thiago Silva. And he's offside. A few more minutes and the additional time left on the clock. I just don't think there will be a lot of additional time. There hasn't been any kind of a stoppage here. Just play back and forth. But a ball from Kova. There's Aspilicueta. And the shot is blocked from Neil Mope, the striker defending on the corner side. So you know Brighton are locked in. They're going for the draw. Referee having a word again with Aspilicueta. Wow. Chelsea corner, can they do something? I highly doubt so because they have been so poor throughout the whole 90 minutes that has gone past. That sums up our night, man. That Kova's shot. I don't know what he was going for there, what he was trying to achieve there, but he was never hitting the target from there. He had a time to take a shot. That was much more better, maybe. Take the first touch, make things happen. By the way, 90 minutes are done, and we are heading towards the additional time. I wonder when will the ref announce it. Hopefully 2 plus 3. Yep, it will be only 2 minutes. So Chelsea. Points dropped again. And for Chelsea, this will be one win in last 7 games, I'm sorry. And that's rough, right? Oh, it's 4 minutes, excuse me. Solimar's crosses. Thiago Silva gets it. There's Alzade. He can have a go. Maupe tries it. And Brighton are having a party, man. They're managing to keep hold of the ball at the right places in the right time. Here's Cucurella. There's Neil Maupe. Wow, N'Golo Kante tries to send Kai Havertz long. He is unable to. Wow. Maupe blocked by Thiago Silva. Here's Solimars, who's ready to take the ball to the corner flag. Oh, he's crossing it. Wow. And Brighton have a free kick. Right at the end of the Chelsea's left side and keeping the ball where they want to actually. Chelsea are in the mud. It has been a hefty fall from the ladder for Chelsea from the top of the table. And it looks like there is further distance to be traveled before you hit the bottom. Chelsea clearing it. Havertz has it. Timo Werner can run. He's fairly wide right, but he can run. A lot of bodies in front of him. Precisely 5 bodies. He gets across the ball. It won't be it, man. It won't be it. There's Trossard running though. Back and forth this game. A minute only left on the clock, lads. A minute only left for Chelsea to salvage anything of this game. Here's Timo Werner. I'm not sure why he's playing on the right-hand side again and again, but it's not helping. Aspie can cross. Cucurella blocks it. A last chance for Chelsea. A Chelsea corner. Can they make it happen? Wow. What a poor corner from Alonso. What a poor corner from Alonso. And it's full time. A frustrating night for Chelsea. Brighton won. Chelsea won. That's the end of the game, lads. One of those nights where you cannot fault anything, but you can only say, yep, you just made it happen for yourself. You dig your own grave, and that is what happened basically here. And without saying, I would like to end it here. And before that, I would like to say thank you for everyone who tuned in, and thank you for everyone who basically liked it and subscribed it and stuck by me, because your support matters a lot. I appreciate it a lot. It helps my channel to grow massively. And I'll see you guys soon in a video or a live stream soon. And until next time, take care, stay healthy, stay safe.